there. You're welcome to Artisan Sports on Rockland House TV, where we bring to you everything trendy, everything juicy, and everything entertaining in the music industry. And today with me in the show, I have a gospel artist in person of Mr. Jerry, right?
Uwem Jeremiah.
Okay, Uwem Jeremiah. I got it right this time around. He's here to share with us his music career, how he got here, and everything about him because this is an entertaining show. So you're welcome once again.
Thank you, Zio.
All right, very quickly, can you share with us how did you get here?
Into the music industry.
Yeah.
It all started in the church.
Okay.
Personally, as you said, I'm a pastor, a gospel minister,
Okay.
and it all started while I was in the choir. But then I started writing songs before I got to the choir. Back then in 2002,
Okay.
started writing songs, and my neighbors and my friends would be taking it to the church for special number rendition.
Okay.
And then I got into the choir. I had the basic, training and service. I was elevated to the choir director after some years of saving.
Okay.
And then where I was able to discover that I can write more songs, basically in Ibibio dialect and Ifok.
Okay.
And minister and people are blessed. We have testimonies shared. And we had feedback. And then in 2013, after a morning devotion, God actually directed me to go into the studio and
Recording
put
the
those
song.
songs that I've been writing over a time period, so that the world can be blessed by the
Okay.
gift He has given to me. And so I did. And my first album came up in 2014.
Okay.
That was So Summer, which was Braving the City of Rio
Wow.
and the Radio Wave. And it was a 6-tracker album. Then after then, I came out with Omodot, Say Won't Tell Me, and Akwaitia, Edisana,
Okay.
on me. A lot of them until recently in February 2020, I think February 2019, sorry, I did Only God.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, at what age did you discover your talent that you could sit down and write songs on your own? You could sing for people to enjoy, and not just that, they are blessed with your ministration.
I can't remember how old I was, but I remember it was 2002 I started writing songs. And then
Okay.
in 2010, I was a choir director
Mm-hmm.
in Venus Chapel, and 2012 I was able to discover that I can write choir songs where choir can render in services, and then 2013 I went to the studio
Okay.
and I was able to record my first album. But I can't remember the exact age I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what has been those challenges you've been facing in the process of recording a song, writing a song, and all that? What has been those challenges?
It's obvious the challenge that will come as a then upcoming will be finance,
Okay.
funds. If music is all about money, if you don't put money, you can't get
Into
money
it.
from music.
Okay.
Yes, from the writing, from editing,
Mm.
because you don't just write songs and you begin to sing. People, you do research. Like Efik and Ibibi, you do research the lyrics, the words. Do they convey the right meaning of what you want to portray outside there?
Okay.
And you also have to contact people, professionals, musicians who will play for you. You go to the studio and then you spend nights recording, you spend hours. And if you are working and doing other job like myself,
Okay.
you also skip your work and then you go into the studio.
Mm.
You buy session, you pay
Okay.
a good sum of money for your songs to be recorded with quality. It's not just anyhow studio. Pay money to do it, and then after that you still need to go into publicity where you pay money to put your songs on blogs,
Okay.
you publicize it,
That's you do music
you do
promotion.
the promotion, and you go to studios, you are called for interview like I'm doing right now,
Okay.
and then you appear radio stage. I mean everything, time, fun, the moral backup and support, and the feedback from people.
Okay.
I mean, it's sometimes it's quite challenging if you don't have the fund to put your work out there, and sometimes your work get out there and it doesn't get to the people that you may expect. So you need money to do this. You also need people
Yeah, to
around
back you
to
up.
help you spread your work, to give you the feedback. That's it.
All right. So, what motivated you to go into? Because a whole lot of people are now doing secular. They're doing this and they're doing secular. They're doing R&B. They're doing some are into rap. But you went to the other side of it. That's the gospel aspect of it. What motivated you? What inspired you?
I think the motivation is based on what you are good at.
Okay.
If your flair is in writing gospel song, you can do it. If
Okay.
your flair is in writing secular song, you can do it. You just do what you are good at. Okay, I had this Christian background
Okay.
all of my life, and it doesn't mean Christian don't do secular song, but I'm not good at it. I've never settled down to write a secular song, but I think I could do it
If you
if
want
I
to.
try to. But it
Okay.
will take time. It will take learning. It will take resetting certain things about your your kind of music. But then music has you have to be identified with something.
With something, yeah.
You have to create your own identity.
Mm.
The kind of music you want to do. Even when you do a kind of not that kind churchy kind of song like Hima, but then that message has to be positive there. It
Okay.
has to be something that influences society positively. So music is a food for the soul. And so if the soul doesn't need good thing, good music, and you know what, it will affect the society and the people that listen to your kind of music.
Okay. All right. So, how many albums do you have to your credit?
I have one album, and I
Okay.
also have the singles that I mentioned, which
Okay.
after a while the collection could form an album.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. In all the songs you've mentioned, I've heard Ima, I've heard Omodut, I've heard Sosongo, I've heard Akwaitia. They're basically in our dialects. What happened? Like, you don't want to change it to something more?
I do the English versions of my songs, like I said, On Me is
Okay.
English. So Song is actually titled in Ibibio, but we have the English lyrics
Of it.
aspect of it.
Okay.
And I also do like Let Your Power Flow. There's the song that I did in Song were in English. So I discovered that then we were lacking much of these Ibibio songs that have this foreign and contemporary gospel sound.
Okay.
So I had to like create something like that since I discovered that I can write EPPO lyrics very well. And I
Okay.
got the feedback, people were blessed with my song. So I had to like, okay, let me focus on this for the moment.
So, in how many stages have you performed so far?
I've performed in many stages. I've gone to churches since it's gospel. So the kind of music you do determine the
Where
stage
you
you do and where
perform,
you
okay.
perform. So church, I've had concerts in a lot of them. I think I've performed with we had entertainment, then Acquiring Entertainers. That was 2 years ago at Plaza. We had a lot of number of people. We have Folk Month, Gospel Month. That is the Fellowship of Gospel Ministers Association of Nigeria.
Okay.
And then we have concert where we have a lot of people coming. I've performed I think twice at Mbarenin. The color of Mbarenin is normally actually that is where I come from.
Okay. You were there?
Yes, I was there the last one and the year before last.
Wow.
So I've also performed in several levels. I performed in Calabar, performed in weddings, about 3 or so. And that's it. We're still praying for the platform, the bigger
More
opportunities.
bigger opportunities. Okay, now I'm talking about your latest single, Only God. What motivated Only God?
The only God actually came with the slogan. I have to be honest. The campaign slogan of the His Excellency, Governor of Dom Emmanuel. And I saw it was something to then one day I was just doing my things in the house and the inspiration just came. The lyrics flow. I started singing it and I picked up my guitar and then started playing.
Okay.
So that is how the song came. As a gospel singer, you have to fine-tune your lyrics to the gospel aspect. In fact, without God, we are nothing.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know, we owe him a lot. We owe him the reverence. He deserves the praise. And so when you are doing something, it has to be with reverence to God. Only God. And you saw how he came out victorious at the end of the day because he placed his trust on God. And that's just it.
Wow, that's nice. All right, we'd love to listen to Only God.
The Only God is actually video and the English version. I'm going to do a kind of short performance
Okay,
so
no
that you can
problem.
be blessed.
Mhm.
Before I start to play, the content of the lyrics actually said, here we see one of okay content. As where you're walking, who helps you, who
Okay.
can make the blind to see, God, and then who helps with that blowing up, telling people that I help you.
Okay.
Only God. And we remember the story of the Israelites when they were about, crossing the Red Sea. Who parted the Red Sea? It was God. Without God, they wouldn't have.
I've
When
done
difficult
that.
situation comes that nobody can help you, and God will show up when you didn't even have the hope. And to makes a way where there's no way. And when you open doors we didn't expect, and so that's it. I will just do a little bit of it. Menye wisi mama wo ki condemno ibaga wo fem.
Wow.
Menye wisi namo na na fia guru songo. Menye wisi yanga wo iwatire mo. Nze menye wiki na midiru yaga badi usongo. Only God can make a way where there seems to be no way. Only God stand by you when all your friends are gone. Only God, only God, only God, only God. Who can help you in your place? Only God, who can make the blind to see. Only God, who can say a thing and it comes to pass.
Only God.
Tell me who parted the Red Sea. Only God can make a way where there seems to be no way. Only God is gonna stand by you when all your friends are gone. Only God who lift your voice and sing. Only God who let me hear you sing. Only God, only God.
Wow.
Funguba Kenya, Tumbu Dara, Obama Fano, and yet Kamukara, the Puba Kenya, Tumbu Dara, Obama Fano, and yet Kamukara, Puba Kenya, Tumbu Dara, Jehovah Fano, and yet Kamukara, Funguba Kenya, Tumbu Dara, Obama Fano. Only God, only God, only God, only God, only God. Only God, only God, only God, only God, only God.
Wow.
Menye wisi mama wo ki contempo ibara wo fen.
Wow. I must say, I'm really impressed and I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And I hope our viewers out there they enjoyed it too. Wow, it's such a nice one.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So apart from music, what else can you be identified with? What else do you do?
I'm a businessman.
Okay.
I'm a system analyst. I studied computer science in school, and I'm a management information system officer in one of those projects in the state.
Okay.
Also going to oil palm distribution. That's
Wow.
palm oil distribution as well. Music is something that demands money, and so when the money is not coming, it's flowing. You have to have a backup. I think
Okay.
people have a backup, a plan B, so that you can keep your game tight.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
just it. You don't have to go back around begging people for food, begging people to, you just have to keep body and soul together, and that requires money.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yeah.
All right, your final word of advice to your viewers out there, your fans out there who've been looking up to you, and upcoming artists as well.
I tell people trust God.
Okay.
Trust God. Do the best you can and leave the rest to God. Only God can take you. Only God and hard work can take you where you want to be. So you keep on trusting God,
Mm.
keep on believing in yourself, keep on supporting my brand of music, keep on, sharing the good news of the gospel of Christ, and
Okay.
share my music and my kind of songs. If my song blesses you, tell people about it. Don't just hide the testimony within your cupboard. Share it to the world. God bless.
Wow, that's nice. But you have those songs on the YouTube or
I
where
have
people
my
can
songs on
get it?
Spotify. You can find on
Spotify.
iTunes. Um, you can also look at my page on Facebook, Uwem Jeremiah,
Okay.
and Instagram and Twitter. And all my songs are in blogs. You can Google, and then you will find a result of my lists.
Okay.
You can download them, get it from anywhere
Okay.
in the world.
Wow. You've heard that. It's only God that can keep you where you want to be tomorrow. It's only God that can take care of us when friends are all gone, right?
Yeah.
It's only God, like this his song said, only God. So if you want to hear more of that, check him out on his Facebook page, on his YouTube channel. You download the songs. All right, from all of us who made today a success, we say thank you and God bless you. We return next week bigger, better, and stronger. The show is Artists on Spot. Keep it with us next week. I remain your beautiful goddess. To the Z, to the E, and to the L. You can always call me Zeal. Thank you.